Hello everyone, welcome you all. We were discussing a lot of information gathering tools and what is information gathering. So in between that, I have discussed what is information gathering. Then I have already discussed who is tool and the dig tool. And now we are moving up to the NS lookup. Now we will be looking for this particular tool, like what it actually does and how to use this tool, and this how we will be moving up. And this is the complete series of around 100 videos that I will be covering within that. So let's move on. Today in this part I will be discussing NS lookup. So basically NS lookup is mean for name server lookup, and it is a command line network administration tool which is basically used for querying the DNS, like domain name system, to obtain the domain names of domain name or IP addresses mapping to other DNS records. So whenever you are using NS lookup, it will be giving you the answers like what is the IP of a domain, what is the name server, what is the mail server, what is the DNS configuration. So all of the things you will be getting by using this particular tool. So let me move to my Kali Linux terminal. I will be doing that. So once I come over here, I will be opening my terminator as okay. So now I am on my terminal, and basically NS lookup helps you in passive recognition. It basically allow you to identify the internal and external server. Sometime it can expose the DNS misconfiguration, subdomains, or the mail server that can or that could be exploited. And it is a very fast and simple tool, and it is also available on a Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So whatever operating system you are using, you can utilize to that. So the basic syntax for that is NS lookup, and then the target or a host name that you are looking for. So let's assume if our target is facebook.com, so I will be simply putting the domain name, my mistake, and it will be looking for. And now it has given us the results like what is the actual server and what is its server address. So first of all, it is giving us the server, which is the DNS server used for the lookup here, and then the address, it is the IP address of our DNS server, and DNS basically work out the port 53. So I hope everyone knows that. If you don't know, please go to the port wiki page and read like how much ports are there, like around 65,000 plus ports are there. So just to get the idea. So basically it is address is giving us the IP of our DNS server, then name is giving us the domain name, and the address here is giving us the IP of our domain, like whatever IP we will be looking for, that is giving us. And the name is this, and this address is its IPv6 address. So multiple detail it is showing. So once if you are trying to scan any target, and if you don't know its IP address, and if you don't know its IPv6 addresses, so for that purposes you will be simply doing NS lookup and your target website, and you will be getting the complete detail. Like this will give you a address record, and basically tells you the IP address of the domain. So now let's move to the next command, which is like how to find the name server of any domain. So for finding the name server, you will be simply doing NS lookup, and I need to specify the type. So the type here is NS for the name server. Once again, NS for the name server, and here is the target. Like it's not target, we are just doing a recognition. So facebook.com, and now it has given us a lot of our details, like the Facebook name server is being provided to us. Like this is showing all the name server records, like server responsible for resolving the domain. So it is having the ans.facebook.com, bns, cns. So whenever you are trying to reach to facebook.com, these are the server which basically allows you to convert this particular domain into the IP address, and then you are reaching to the facebook.com. So that's how your things are working over the internet. So this is very much useful to track where the DNS is hosted and who controls the domain. So the next parameter, I'm just clearing my terminal. So the next parameter you will be trying to find is the mail server. So for finding the mail server, everything will remain same, and just you need to change the type. The type for mail server is MX. So simply I will be putting MX, and now it will display us all the mail servers, like server that handle the email for the domain. So here is the here are the things, like this is the name server that basically handle everything for any particular domain, and that's how it work. And sometime it also provide you the mail for everything, but right now it's not giving us that. And it is very great for email spoofing checks or SMTP enumeration that we'll be looking for that, or understanding the email infrastructure. So looking at the mail server is very important. After that, you need to find the text records. So text record can contain SPF or DKIM or DMRC or other custom information. So for that purpose, you will be simply loading the same command, like and in type you just need to change the type to TXT to get the text formats. And here it has given us all the text formats of google.com. So you can here basically learn about the email configuration or even Google site verifications here. So a lot of a detail it will be containing, because basically the text record contains all the information about the email, contains the information about the SPF, DKIM, DMARC, and all the custom information you will be finding over here regarding the text file. So if I move further, like if I want to use a specific DNS server to query, I can also go, like I will be simply doing NS one second lookup, and then I will be utilizing like the Google public DNS, that is 8.8.1. so I will be simply putting the domain that I'm looking for, and then the Google public DNS is 8.8. okay, so this is the Google public DNS, and this will use a Google public DNS to resolve the domain. So it basically help you in detecting the DNS poisoning, misconfiguration, or check result from external resolver. So once I press enter, it has also given us all the details regarding that. So here it is giving us the server, and it has basically resolved it using the Google public DNS. So like whenever you are trying to interact in any whenever you are trying to interact with NSLOOKUP in their interactive mode, you can simply type NSLOOKUP. You can press enter, and now we are into the interactive mode of NSLOOKUP. So now here we can set, I am setting set type equals to MX, and then target. So the target is facebook.com. So now it will give you the all the details, and here it has also given us the mail server, like because I have just queried for MX, which is for the mail server, and it is providing you the mail server. So now if you have the mail server, you can do tons of stuff over here. So this is like it basically allows you multiple queries within one session, and there is no any need of retype the command every time. So that's how you will be looking, like you can set any time, like any type, like you can set type to MX, you can set type to TXT. So whatever type you are looking for, you can set it out. So basically like NSLOOKUP is a public directory inquiry system. Like whenever you give a name like a domain, it basically tells you the all the details, like what is its IP address, what is its mail server, who is maintaining the mail server. So every detail it basically provides you. And NSLOOKUP is a very simple but very powerful DNS lookup tool, and it helps in information gathering by revealing the DNS records, and it is very much ideal for recognition and troubleshooting and verifying email or a web configuration. And it is like very much useful for ethical hackers, BlackHat hackers, you can also say, the system admins and the penetration tester alike. So if you want to go through this tool, just watch this entire video and do whatever command I have done, and you will be pretty much done with this particular tool, and try to practice it out. And now in next session I will be discussing the harvester, then DNS enum and DNS Recon. So I will try to complete this entire videos within 2 to 3 days, and then we'll be moving further over our network administration tools, and then for the vulnerability analysis. Thank you very much. I will be see you in next